missionary to Africa, to Nigeria. And I never planned to be a missionary to Africa or to Nigeria. But I was a seminarian for a time. I believed that God was calling me to be a priest at one point in my life. And I had 2 stints in the seminary, one from 1994 to 1996 at Mundelein Seminary for the Archdiocese of Chicago. And then I had a second stint at Mount St. Mary's Seminary for the Rockford Diocese. So I bounced around a little bit, but was pursuing that call, that sense of God's call in my life at that point. And it was in 1998, while I was at Mount St. Mary's Seminary, that I was classmates with my now good friend, Deacon Leo Okonkwo, who is the founder of HEAL. And we became good friends at Mount St. Mary's Seminary. And it was then that I learned about his mission work in his country of Nigeria. And what he was doing to go out into rural villages and to dig wells for clean water, to provide education for poor and marginalized rural village children. And so we were only classmates for that 1 year together in 1998. And then we each went our separate ways. I came back home to Chicago, and Leo went back to Nigeria. Over those years, we stayed in contact. When Leo needed something, he would give me a call. And I helped him out as I was able. I would send him a check or do a wire if there was some need that had to be met. So we just kind of kept in touch with each other that way because I continued supporting him from that time we met in 1998. But then, in 2013, things changed. Leo gave me a call, and he said, "Nick, I need your help." And I could tell from his voice that this wasn't just your average request for help. There was something a little more urgent in his voice this time, and I kind of sensed it. So I said, "Well, what's the problem, Leo?" And he explained it to me. He needed to build a new school building because the structure they were using in the rural village of Umuagu, it's called, was a very dilapidated structure, and it was originally used for livestock to house the chickens and the pigs and the goats, and this is what they were using for their classrooms for these children. And this was unacceptable to the government, even though Leo was one of the few who are actually out in the rural villages providing education. So they were harassing him, trying to extort money and bribes from him, and threatening to shut down his mission. So he came to see me in 2013 and spent 6 weeks with me. And that's when I really got the whole story. When I got the whole story from Leo and what he was doing, going out into the rural villages, drilling wells for clean water, providing education for children who otherwise were hopeless and didn't have this opportunity. And I was inspired by it. I could tell the Holy Spirit was working through Leo. And so I just thought to myself, I should do more. I should try to do more. Although I was reluctant at first, I was reluctant. I was working. I was selling advertising. I was the grand night of my Knights of Columbus Council, which met at Assumption Parish in River North. I was on the pastoral council at Holy Name Cathedral. I had my social life. I had my season tickets to the Cubs, which I'd had for over 10 years. Of course, they never won when I was a rabid fan. They won when I didn't care at all last year, so I'm happy for them. But so I had all of these things going on, and then Leo kind of came in with his urgent need, and at first I was very resistant to it. But as I learned more, and as I saw how dedicated Leo was to his people, the people of God, I was inspired myself. So that's how I became a missionary to Africa, a missionary to Nigeria, a country I didn't think much about, except for my friend. So we ended up founding HEAL in 2014 as a 501c non-for-profit organization. And we were able, at the time of Leo's first visit, to raise those funds, the seed funds, to build that primary school building, which now exists in Umuagu, which was the reason for his first visit to Chicago. So we succeeded, and since then we've been continuing to work, continuing to network, continuing to raise awareness about the needs of this mission. And so you're going to learn much more about that tonight. Since we began HEAL in 2014, I've been to Nigeria 3 times, in 2014, 2016, and then earlier this year. And I plan to be going many more times. So I just want to, again, thank all of you for coming tonight, to responding to God's call to be here tonight. Maybe you didn't think it was God's call, but I believe the Lord is, in my 4 years of doing this mission work with HEAL, I've seen signs that I can't really easily dismiss. So, especially the sign that the Messengers of Justice sisters are here. Sister Rachel and Sister Ann. Let's give a round of applause for them. So thank you. Enjoy the evening, and we will continue. Thank you.